Hello and welcome to the second edition of Fanart Friday. This time I decided to go for Aika from the classic Dreamcast/GameCube RPG Skies of Arcadia. Besides being one of my favorite games of all time, it's probably my most favorite RPG of all time. It's not just an RPG, it also has a very high adventure aspect to it. You're sailing the skies of Arcadia as an sky pirate or air pirate, discovering new continents, new islands, fighting sky battles with your flying pirate ship. But it's not just the setting or the world, the characters itself are also really charming and likable. I pretty much like all of the main characters. The villains are also fun. The side characters are plentiful. Later on you can hire your own crew for your ship, like over 20 different people who support you during the air battles and have other functions, which also adds to the big exploration and adventure factor of the game. And yeah, I think it's just really an RPG that's very well deserving of a remake. Oh, and I forgot to mention, but the soundtrack, which you're hearing in the background right now, is also absolutely gorgeous. I love every single piece. And yeah, I think all these things are coming together to make it one of the greatest RPG experiences of all time, in my opinion. So if you have the chance to play it in one way or the other, I highly recommend it, especially if you're into, let's say, nostalgic classical RPGs. Those games that, well, will take quite a lot of your time and feel a bit slow compared to modern games, but I think the experience is still worth it. As I said, it's all super charming and lovely. The characters, the setting, the music, and I don't think I've seen another RPG doing what Skies of Arcadia did with the kind of airship battles and adding a whole different tactical element to the regular RPG battles, or so-called turn-based battles. So here you see me drawing and painting Aika, one of the main characters of the game. Why did I choose her? Probably just because she seemed fun to draw. As you can guess, she's a very energetic girl, always high-spirited and fun. Has an interesting color scheme with the red and yellow going on, which makes her appear very, very bright and yeah, cheerful. And yeah, it's kind of why I decided to go with her for painting. Like I said in my previous video, usually doing main characters isn't that interesting to me, as long as there's like a vast selection of other characters to go with. I usually don't go with a main character for fan arts. Well, Aika is the main character, but I just couldn't resist it this time. And maybe as an interesting side note, while there isn't really much merchandise around of Skies of Arcadia, I actually own several copies of the game. One is the one that I played myself, the GameCube version from back when. Then I also bought one regular Japanese Dreamcast game copy, and I managed to get my hands on the Japanese-only limited edition, collector's edition, which consists of the game, the soundtrack, some key holders, a little actual pirate flag, and all in all, it's pretty cool and a pretty rare gem. Pretty happy to have it. My GameCube copy of the game is actually a signed copy by the voice actor of Fina, Horie Yui. Now, voice actor, you might think? The game doesn't actually have voice dialogue. That's right, it doesn't. But there's a Japanese-only audio play that they did to kind of advertise the game, I guess. And in that audio play, Horie Yui is the voice of Fina. She's a very prolific voice actress in Japan and moved on to voice quite a lot of characters in the anime scene, such as Hina from Love Hina, character in School Rumble and Toradora, and many other pretty popular anime series. So actually having an autograph on my copy of Skies Arcadia is kind of a big thing. At least I'm pretty happy that I got it. But I'm also pretty sure that she didn't really recognize the character that she voiced some 20 years ago for some radio audio play of a video game. As for the drawing itself, I once again realized how much I'm still struggling with drawing characters, human characters that is. Really gotta practice anatomy more. As you might have seen in the Procreate sketch at the beginning of the video, I had to redo the arms of Aika quite a lot of times. Somehow I just didn't manage to get them right at all. And I'm not sure if the length of her torso and her legs is actually absolutely correct like this. Well, the result doesn't look too terrible. I think I have still ways to improve. Yeah, but the pose itself, I don't know, I kind of thought of this pose, her like carrying her boomerang like this over her shoulders, haven't seen this before. Maybe a more like casual pose and not like a forced action perspective, not super dynamic. So even though I like this pose, it might look a little bit flat and not too dynamic. But that's fine, you know. I think there are other more action-y action game characters who benefit more from like a super dynamic action pose. Here I just wanted to go for something more simple and cute. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say this time around. Feel free to enjoy the rest of the video, and I see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!